From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Monday, April 15th. We begin with news out of Indy's north side. Police say one person is dead after a shooting that happened just after 11 last night on the 3700 block of Boulevard Place. That's just north of Mount Zion Apartments. According to IMPD, a man with gunshot wounds was found lying in the street and died at the scene. Police have not released information on suspects, but they don't believe there is any threat to the public. Make sure you download the Wish TV app to get the very latest updates on this developing story. Police are also investigating a crash on the city's northeast side that left one person dead. It happened just after noon yesterday at the intersection of East 56th and Arlington Avenue. IMPD says two vehicles were involved. The driver of one of the cars died at the scene. The other was taken to a hospital, but was stable at last check. It is April 15th, which means it's tax day, the final day to file or request an extension. Here in Indiana, an extension gives you until November 15th to submit your return, but the state still expects you to pay at least 90% of what you owe on time. Doing so will avoid an interest penalty later on. We talked to a tax expert about the matter for some helpful advice. Just take a listen to what she had to say.
Sometimes people get scared and they're like, oh my goodness, I owe money, I'm not going to file. And for that, we really encourage people, go ahead and file.
If you have a federal extension to file, you automatically get an extension with Indiana. If you just want a state extension, you have to request one. On to some international news. World leaders are urging restraint from both sides after Iran's weekend attack on Israel. While there are growing fears of a regional war, the White House says it will continue to help defend Israel. Brittany Noble explains.
So far, Israel has not yet said whether or not it will retaliate to the 350 drones and missiles launched by Iran over the weekend. Israel and Iran are long-standing rivals and have been engaged in a shadow war for years. On Sunday, President Biden held an emergency meeting with G7 leaders. Those leaders are urging Israel not to launch new attacks. U.S. officials say several countries helped Israel shoot down 99% of the rockets launched by Iran.
This was an incredible success, really proving Israel's military superiority and, just as critically, their diplomatic superiority, that they have friends in the region.
U.S. military officials say there's no significant damage within Israel itself. Indiana lawmakers are also reacting to the attack on Israel. Senator Todd Young says the United States stands with Israel against Iran's egregious destabilizing terrorism. Republican Congressman Rudy Yakum said Iran's terrorist actions make clear why Israel needs our full, unwavering support. The U.S. firmly stands with Israel. Democrats, including Northwest Indiana's Frank Mervyn, criticized Republican inaction on foreign aid legislation. He says our adversaries are watching the inaction of Congress on emergency supplemental funding related to Israel and Ukraine, which is necessary to protect our freedoms and democracy. I continue to urge the House majority leadership to consider the Senate-passed measure without delay. Coming up in our next hour of Daybreak here on Wish TV, President Biden speaks directly to members of the U.S. Air Force who helped defend Israel from the attack. I'm Brittany Noble, reporting for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
When it comes to the weather, Storm Track 8 says it will be a very warm start to the week. Marcus Bailey has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
Today, beautiful start this morning. We're at 63 degrees, clear and fairly quiet. Winds are out of the south and west at around 8 miles per hour. I do not believe winds will be a tremendous issue. I know it was a little breezy, really windy late week on Friday, and then kind of got better a little bit gradually over the entirety of the weekend. 57 in Lafayette, 58 in Kokomo, mid-50s up north. So you see some of that cooler air that's pulling up in northern Indiana. It's going to stay there. And even still, places like South Bend and Fort Wayne are easily going to make it into the 70s, probably mid to upper 70s, despite the cooler start compared to everybody else. Boundary down to our south kind of went through as a cold front. Now it's going to regroup and eventually make its way toward us as a warm front over the next couple of days. Should stay dry today, I believe. Now, south of Indy, especially along the Ohio River and into Kentucky. There might be a few pop-up storms later this afternoon, but I don't see that being a problem here in the metro area. 72 at noon, 80 for your high later today. We are going to ramp up our rain chances for Tuesday and Wednesday specifically, and in some cases there could be a few strong storms later tonight. Southern third of the state with maybe some hail makers. Tomorrow night, statewide, a level 1 out of 5 risk and then a level 2 out of 5 risk for severe storms on Wednesday. Coming up, we'll walk you through the timetable. It's a few waves that will be coming through here. I think probably the more important question is how much more rain are we going to get out of this? We don't need more rain. We'll time it out in my 8-day forecast coming your way in just a few minutes.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. Speaking of the weather, today's conditions will make it a great day for fans looking to head out for the Fever Draft Party at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. News 8's Hernan Gutierrez was out on the plaza to give us a preview.
On Thursday, the team actually had to release more tickets because they had sold out so quickly. I checked this morning, and according to the Ticketmaster website where they're giving out these free tickets, there is no more. I checked with the team's spokesperson to see if they would be releasing any more for tonight. He is still trying to figure that out for us, but he did say that as of last night, I should say rather, that 17,000 fans are expected to come here to Gainbridge Fieldhouse to watch the draft alongside all of their fellow Indiana Fever fans. Celebrations will start right here on Bicentennial Unity Plaza at 5:30. That includes grabbing some food and some drinks while playing some ball on the court, of course, right next to Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Then they'll also hear from the team's general manager, Lynn Dunn, about the team's drafting process. The draft pre-show will start playing on the scoreboards at 7, and I'll backtrack a little bit there and say that the doors to Gainbridge Fieldhouse open at 6:30, so fans can start trickling in. The draft itself begins at 7:30 from New York. If you're looking to watch the Fever and Caitlin Clark in action this season, there is still some pre-sales going on. 2 games against the New York Liberty are on sale till about 10 a.m. Limited number of tickets for that pre-sale, of course, but general admission tickets to the rest of the single game season games for the rest of the season, that goes on sale at 4 this afternoon. Reporting downtown, I'm Hernan Gutierrez for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
If you're looking for some fun plans today, this is the story for you. 3 Indiana chefs will be featured during a culinary crossroads dinner tonight. That dinner will take place at the Highland Golf and Country Club near 52nd and Michigan Road. You'll be able to enjoy a cocktail reception and a 4-course dinner. There will also be appetizers and adult beverages. At last check, tickets are still available, but they'll cost you. Tickets are running about $350 for one person and $1,000 for a table of 6. Dinner starts at 6 tonight. Just head over to wishtv.com for all the details. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Monday, April 15th. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.